It's Monday, February 26, 2018, and you are watching Sportsbook. Betting Insight today from SBRpicks.com. I record every weekday morning live in Las Vegas. And, of course, it's freezing in Las Vegas today. That's why a little Pure Vita behind me, man. Wish I was in Costa Rica right now. Not happening. We got the sweater on. We're chilly. But let's get right into it. Bad beats, bad bets, bad for the books. Going to concentrate on what happened yesterday. Talk about one game from Saturday night. But start with a couple of bad bets from yesterday. Betting recap. What do we got? The 76ers and the Wizards. The over got steamed 211.5 to 214.5. What happened? Lands 203. 76ers worried about Joel Embiid playing in back-to-back settings. He did his job, 25 and 10, but everyone else on Philly came up pretty flat yesterday. For Washington, even though the game stayed under, it's worth noting, 35 assists on 43 made baskets for the Wizards yesterday. Just a little bit more for John Wall to think about as he tries to recover from injury, sitting on the sidelines and watching Washington play better without him for a guy who's getting max salary. One more to talk about in terms of bad bets from yesterday. UConn took a ton of money. Huskies, -3 to -5 against Memphis. Kevin Ollie squad, well, they're not playing good basketball. They lose the game outright, 83 to 79. Obviously, money's coming in against Memphis. The absence of their leading scorer and assist man, Jeremiah Martin. What do you average? 19 points and 4 assists. The offense flowed just fine without him. 4 players scoring in double digits. Bad bet for all those who are on the Huskies driving that line up. Couple of totals talking about bad for the books. What do we have? Pistons, Hornets. The under, 214.5, got steamed down to 212. Landed right on 212. So anyone that bet and had a little buyback at the end was able to push the Pistons looking more and more like playoff pretenders instead of playoff contenders. Their bench has been annihilated in each of the first 2 games coming out of the break. Won't get easier against the Raptors. Great bench tonight. And Spurs, Captors. Spurs, Cavs, under 215, a bet down to 211.5. That game landed 204. Not a good result for the house. All the bettors that steamed the under cashed. The new look Cavs trying to solve the NBA's second best statistical defense. The new look Cavs could not solve the league's second best statistical defense. San Antonio and the under get the money. The under in particular, not a good result for the house. Couple more to talk about when it comes to sides in college hoops yesterday. Couple of bad results for the books. Tulsa +19 down to +16.5 against Cincy. They lose by only 8. Hurricanes get the money. Take the money and get the money. Same story with Illinois. Illinois was bet from Pick'em to -2 against Rutgers. They blew them out. Won by 13. That a bad result for the books. And Colorado +4 down to +2. The Buffs get the win against UCLA. Revenge backers got behind the Bruins, but 0-2 road trip for UCLA. Guess what? They're back on the bubble again. Not good news for anyone with a Bruins future in their pocket. Colorado got the money yesterday. Colorado took the money yesterday. And, of course, we cannot forget about one of my favorite teams in college basketball this year. Maybe my favorite team in college basketball this year. That, of course, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, the under-the-radar juggernaut. They were bet from -1 to -3 against Penn State. Wire-to-wire job. Nebraska wins by 12. Of course, we talked about all the money coming against Nebraska all year. Well, yesterday, bettors caught wind that Penn State would hold out Mike Watkins. They want him fresh for the Big Ten tourney. What does that mean? The Huskers rolled 41 to 25 on the boards and rolled in the game. Double-digit win, a bad result for the books. We got to talk about what happened on Saturday night in Eugene. Just the Alonzo Trier situation. Okay. How people ask me, what do professionals look for? What are they looking for? How do they make money? What are the strategies people use? Real simple. All right. You get note, gee, Sean Miller's probably not going to play. Cheers and maybe. The markets, they don't adjust instantaneously. There's a lag time there. There were books all around town. There were books all offshore that had the Oregon line up against Arizona. And that line got bet from 1.5 to 2 to 2.5 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 5.5 to 6, and so on and so forth. Ended up landing 5 in OT. What did the good bettors do? They got the info and they bet right away. And diddle with it. They didn't wait around. All that money driving the line up. Now, obviously, with an overtime result, wasn't necessarily a great bet that the bettors were making supporting the Ducks against the Wildcats. But when the information comes across, bettors, the professional bettors here in Vegas, this is what they do. They bet first and ask questions later to figure out what to do with it. When the line is moving, the bettors take advantage. Big game breakdown coming up next. We've got not one, not two, three showdowns for tonight. One in the NBA, two in the college ranks. Big Monday coming up next, right here on Sportsbit. Stay tuned. Like the show? Help us keep the lights on. Please make sure to comment, share, and subscribe to all the Sportsbook Review videos. Thanks so much. Best of luck. Enjoy the game.